Hello everyone, and welcome to The Great Escape. My name's Kyle, and today I'll be talking about the time I got lost on a mountain right outside Yellowstone. Whoa, there's deer running around. That was cool. Anyway, there might be more deer. I'm out in the middle of the woods right now. So anyway, this was when I was living in Yellowstone and I had a day off. So I went with two of my roommates. One of them had another job in the town over called Cook City that he had to be back to work for in the evening for a night shift. So we went down the Bannock Trail. So this time I took the right-hand turn, which is the opposite of when I rode my bike initially to get to Cook City. And I bought a bag of Doritos. So anyway, we took the right-hand trail, and as we were walking, we went through maybe about half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile, because at a little over half a mile, because the half-mile mark from the start of this trail takes you right to the entrance to Yellowstone. Now there's a waterfall down the road on the way into town towards Trout Lake. But if you take the same road we did, which was the very first left you could take before the waterfall, it just takes you up this one, I guess, maintenance trail. I'm not really sure what it's for. But it takes you up, and there's a bunch of branching off points. So when we hiked it, we went left the entire way. So that way, when we were going back, our thing we tell ourselves was going to be always look right, just go that way, because we didn't have someone really keeping count, and we didn't realize it was going to deviate this much. So as we're continuing up, we progressively go higher and higher above the tree lining. At the top, I believe we're at 8,000 some feet, and when we get here, we're pretty much above the tree line. So after this clearing, the waterfall is on the right hand side, and we're going up the trail again because you can go a little further up to the very top of the waterfall with a branching off point between Mount Republic and whatever unnamed mountain this is. I can't find the trail anywhere. I can't find a name for this mountain. But if you're ever in Yellowstone or the Lamar Valley, I can show you where it is, and I hope you can enjoy the hike too. So we get to the top, and we have to go jumping over rocks as you typically do when it's a sheer rock edge, or there's no vegetation there to keep the soil from just being barren rock. So we go up that and we sit at the top, and everyone eats some like Cliff Bars. So here's a picture of the view and of me sitting there in the wind. So when we're going back down, we get to the point where like it's starting to turn back to regular soil, but it's still very hard rock from the top of the mountain. And when we hit this point, I'll show you this video. Okay, whatever trail we're on, you have to literally slide down on your butt because it's just such a steep incline on these hills. Ow. Fuck, I just stabbed myself. So we had to slide the whole way down with one foot right under your butt and another foot in front of you to try to stop yourself from just continuously sliding the whole way, but also giving yourself a little bit of control, which I've never had to do on a mountain before. So after we're done with this point, we get back to where I was talking about when we get above the tree line with the waterfall, and we start walking around, and then we all realize we can't find the trail to get back down because the top was just straight up rocks. We could wander where we wanted. So after looking around for a couple of minutes and no one's able to figure out what trail we came in on, how we got to where we were, we do the only thing we have to do, which is go down the waterfall. So walking back is probably a good 2 miles down this side of the mountain. So as we're doing this, we're jumping rock to rock across the stream continuously, and in I believe it's outside of Cody, Wyoming, someone had gotten mauled to death by a grizzly bear earlier that week while they were hunting. So while we're jumping down, although I have my bear spray, we're shouting stuff like, "Hey bear, hello," because if you don't make yourself heard, the bears will sometimes come and attack you. So we were doing this to try to protect ourselves. And as we're going down the waterfall, we eventually hit this point where we find the trail again, and we go back home. So my best advice to you is to, first of all, always tell someone where you're going to hike, because if we didn't get that to work, we could have been mauled to death by a bear. Skylar could have been late for work, and someone could have fallen and broken their leg. Past that, if you're going to just aimlessly wander into the woods, as I often do, please remember where you're going. Thank you for watching.